And happening now, early voting locations are just about to open across Metro Atlanta. We've shown you long lines like this at several spots. This one happens to be in Cobb County. People do want their voice heard in this high-stakes election. Joining us now is our Cox Washington reporter, Dory Scheimer. Good morning to you, Dory. And now, as someone who covers Washington every day, you've looked at the potential influence that early voting has on election results.
Yeah, well, in Georgia, it's interesting. We're seeing triple the number of early votes by mail already compared to the 2014 midterms. Now, I don't want to make any predictions about exactly what that means for specific races or a candidate, but what it tells us is enthusiasm is really high for this election. Voters are excited to cast their ballot. So who are early voters? The people who are most enthusiastic are early deciders. They know exactly who they're voting for, and they're excited to cast their ballot for that candidate. So I can't make a prediction on, a specific race or a candidate that this may advantage, but it definitely shows us that the enthusiasm is there.
So when we talk about this enthusiasm, Dory, does this high early voter turnout represent any kind of a broader trend in how people are voting? This is a midterm we're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, these are extraordinary numbers, but it does also show a trend, especially in Georgia, of people moving away from actually voting on Election Day. So this year, we expect about half of the electorate to actually cast their vote before Election Day. Compare that to about 40% of the electorate back in 2014. So we do see that major shift. At the end of the day, though, every vote counts the same, whether you vote early or on Election Day. So we do have to wait until after Election Day to see those total numbers to see if early voting actually shows us that more people are voting or if it's just a trend in when they actually cast their ballot.
So considering you can get it done early, why not? Especially because who knows what could pop up on November 6th to prevent you from getting to the polls. It will be an interesting 3 weeks. Dory, thank you for your time. We will, of course, see you again before Election Day, November 6th. And our digital team posted all of the information that you need to know about early voting, including polling locations and when they're open. You can also find articles on the key issues heading into the election. We have it all for you there on WSBTV.com.